So it's been about 2 weeks since I last turned on the camera. Done a bit of stuff in that time. The hood is completely primed. This back panel is primed and fixed. Still needs a little bit of work here because the primer had runs in it and I tried to wipe it off with a paper towel and now it's just all bumpy and gross, so I just got to sand that and reprime it. I made a plexiglass sunroof. It's pretty sturdy. Proud of it. Basically all I did was I cut a sheet of plexiglass to the exact size as the metal panel that usually goes there. And I stuck the weather stripping from the metal panel around the edges of it. Made some brackets and riveted it on. So it's not removable, but it keeps rain out, which is all you really need. Put a pair of 240SX seats in here. I don't really like them that much. They're not very comfortable, but the thing with the CRX is you need seats that sit you essentially on the floor. And like I tried FD RX-7 seats, they sat me too high up. I was too close to the steering wheel. I tried a set of 2000 Honda Prelude seats, they sat me too high, and so I was like, you know what, I know S13 seats will sit you on the floor, so I got a set of those from a junkyard. And they're okay, but I still want to find a set of actual, like, just good second-gen CRX seats. I had those in a Civic once, they're really comfy. But as for right now, my timing belt snapped. Or, no, my timing belt did not snap. My water pump went. Didn't explode or anything, it just started leaking out of the weep hole really badly, so I'm waiting on a water pump. And since parts are so hard to come by for these cars, I won't get one till Thursday, and today's Sunday, so I got about, I don't know, 5 days. So basically in that 5 days, while my car has to be out of commission, I'm going to try and get all of the body work done. What I still got to do is I still got to completely the trim panel that's supposed to go here is shattered. I got to completely rebuild it. Same with this skirt. I got to fiberglass up all these cracks and then rebuild this end piece, which is kind of new territory for me. I've never really done that before. Fix this rust, fix this rust, fix this dimple. Fix these door dings that are new. You can see it right there when I do that with my hand. Door ding right there. And there's another one right up here. Those are new. Those were not there when I bought the car. Some fucking asshole dinging me up at a parking lot somewhere. Repair the crack in this panel. This skirt's actually fine. I don't need to do anything with that skirt. 2 cracks in the passenger side fender needs to get fixed. And a crack in this nose piece needs to get fixed. And then everything that does not need to be fixed needs to be primed. So I got quite a bit of work cut out for me that I hopefully can get most of done today and tomorrow. So, a bit of an update. It's now Thursday, so I think last time I did an update it was Sunday. Got my new water pump in, right here. This is my old water pump, which I just finished removing. It doesn't turn at all. Like, you can get it to turn a little bit if you really reef on it. Like, no, I can't get it to turn at all. But this is how you diagnose a bad water pump. Water pumps shouldn't make that noise. That's like day one shit. So I got the roof primed. Still needs a little bit of work. There's some stuff I want to sand. I want to Bondo over this weird thing here. You just see a couple lines where I sanded down the paint. I use like 80 grit sandpaper. I should have used like 180, so you can still see a few lines. So I'll sand that down, put a bit of Bondo on it. But other than that, it's pretty good. I fixed this part of the Bondo, so I think this area looks pretty good compared to how it was when I first got it. And one thing I did was I put fiberglass over all the cracks. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe it might have been a good idea to fiberglass from the back but I don't think the fiberglass I put on is going to be high enough up that it's going to make a noticeable bump. So I think I'll be fine there, but fiberglass. These two cracks, 4 on this front panel because it was in bad shape. And put this door panel back together. That's a passenger side door panel. Now as for the driver's side door panel, move shit out of the way here. I fiberglassed half of it back together, and I remade another half from scratch. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, because this is hardened already, but I still need to put matte behind this to give it some strength, because it's pretty flimsy right now. I have no fucking clue how this is going to turn out. This could turn out terribly. I just don't know at this point. It's entirely possible that I'm going to end up just driving around without this piece on the car until I can find one at a junkyard or on the internet or something. The only one I can find online is one made by a company called Medieval Pro, and it's like $220, and with import fees to Canada, like it's gonna be like $260 for a plastic panel. I'd rather deal with the shitty one I made out of fiberglass than pay that much money for it. So it's been a little while since I last updated. In that time, I've body worked. I did a rust fix on this fender. Got this whole side primed. It's also not perfect. It's got a couple noticeable sanding marks that I just need to go fix. I pulled that skirt off and put some fiberglass on it. Other than that, I haven't really done much to the plastic panels. The 2 door panels are still covered in fiberglass that I haven't finished yet. Like this whole side of this car is primered, which is good. Yeah, that's about what I've done. I didn't record any of this stuff basically because nobody wants to touch a camera with, Bondo fingers. So yeah, and then right now what I'm doing is I'm going through and fixing the driver's side window regulator. You can see right here, it's got 3 teeth that are just fucked. And I was going to replace it because the previous owner gave me a spare regulator, but that's the passenger side regulator, so it's no use to me. But this one, it's just 3 teeth that are stopping it from going all the way up. I'm just going to see if I can just fix those teeth, just weld some blobs on there and grind them into teeth shapes. I mean, the worst that happens is I fuck up these teeth that were already fucked up. So the sunroof's out. That's the old cassette with the clear plexiglass top, and this is the new cassette with the top that actually slides. It'd be sweet if I could, I would never try this because it'd be a giant pain in the ass, but go glass top on the sliding top. But that is way too much of a pain in the ass, and like the plexiglass is only going to last so long. This plexiglass was supposed to last me 3 months tops, and it lasted me 2 months, and it's already getting kind of sketchy, getting kind of leaky, kind of scratched. But this one should last me forever. It's OEM, and it is in fantastic shape. But yeah, and also the hole, once you have the entire sunroof cassette out, it is just like the biggest hole. Like, that's a convertible right there. But anyways, now I'm going to toss the good one in. So it is painting day. As you can see, I got the sunroof in, and I painted the hood black, just as kind of a. I didn't want to waste. I'm painting it blue. See, I got some blue and some clear coat. It's about $90 altogether, so that's a pretty cheap paint. But yeah, the clear. I did it as kind of a test to see if the temperature would be good enough for painting, and it is. But the clear coat kind of sucks, so I'm gonna have to wet sand that. And I expect to have to basically manually smooth the clear coat on this entire car, just because I don't know if I can. I doubt I can get like a glass finish on my first try with spray cans in a garage that's like 5 degrees. But anyways, painted the hood black because I didn't want to waste a can of blue just on the hood because the hood is crap. Like you can see, I don't know if you can see because the lighting's kind of bad in here, but it is uneven. Like the hood itself is uneven. But anyways, I'm just drying the car off because it got snowed on. I repaired all the spots in the primer that need to be repaired. And basically now I just got to mask it and then paint it. That's all I really need to do.
So that's all the footage I have on the CRX. Everything in this video was filmed between about June and October 2016, and the reason I procrastinated so long uploading this footage was because A, I sold the car about a month later, and B, I lost any footage of the car I have after this point. So all I've got to show you what the paint ended up looking like is a couple crappy photos. The reason I ended up selling the car is just because I kind of lost interest. I wanted something rear-wheel drive, and I was just done working on cracked plastic body panels. I was just not into it at all by the time I sold it, but I do have a new project now. I'll be uploading videos of that pretty soon here, so stay tuned, and thank you for watching.